Yo, what is up? Gib here. We've got a big Wuwa video talking about negative status effect. Now, if you don't know, these have been in the game since actually version 1.0. They even had these in the beta when the elemental system got changed from the previous version, which had its own things with concerto and intro, outro skill and all of that. But now we have the elemental system of what we currently have, and now we are getting characters that can apply the negative effects to other characters. So I want to go kind of in depth and talk about what these mean and how these are going to work in the game, since we have Phoebe coming out who applies spectro frazzle, and we have the spectral rover who was buffed during the main story quest who also applies spectro frazzle as well. But the reason that we know that this has been in the game is because enemies already apply spectro frazzle to you currently. As you can see here, when my Verena gets hit, let me go actually heal. She might just insta-die. Let's actually get my HP back here and not just get insta-tapped. All right, let's go back here. So if we go over to the Morning Aches, all of the boss enemies right now of their element actually apply these current debuffs, if you didn't know. So, for example, Morning Aches, when I go over to Morning Aches here, when they hit me after, after stalling everything, they're going to hit me, and they actually put a Spectral Frazzle debuff on me. As you can see, my HP goes down from the Spectral Frazzle. Now, they don't always apply it. I think there's maybe like an effect hit rate or something. This laser, though, will 100% apply it. As you can see, that puts 6 stacks on me from getting hit by all of the lasers. And this applies to your active character, and when they die, or if you swap, it'll still be on whoever your active character is and keep applying it to them. Now, this will just keep taking your HP until the stacks run out, or if you cleanse it. I don't think we have anyone in the game that currently cleanses them without you dying, so that is that. So, going back to this here, we have them talking about Spectral Frazzle. Certain spectral attacks inflict a stackable spectral frazzle effect. Spectral frazzle effect deals spectral damage to the target at regular intervals during its duration. While reducing one stack with spectral frazzle effect, the damage inflicted spectral frazzle effect depends on the resonator's level, the enemy defense, and damage resistance, and the number of spectral frazzle stacks, as you can see there. And it's not influenced by your attack, crit rate, or other factors. So if you have damage bonus, if you have crit rate, crit damage, if you have attack, it doesn't do anything with those. It's just going to be, it's similar to Genshin elemental system, where it's like elemental mastery, character level, enemy defense. So we might get some more characters who buff defense shredding in the future, because that'll be very good for this. We don't have many characters in the game, or any characters I think that do any type of shred. No, we do actually. We have both of the rovers have a shred in their kit. As far as I know, the Spectro has a Spectro res shred, and then Havoc has a Havoc res shred. But I think other people don't have res shred unless it's like their C6 or something, which is like insane, Like our supports don't have any res shred, and they don't get it in their things. I really want a Shorekeeper to have res shred in her kit, but I've made a ton of stuff talking about Shorekeeper and what she could have been, so I'm not going to go too in depth for that. But yeah, Verena doesn't have that, and Shorekeeper doesn't have that, and other people have it in like Cheng Li has a defense shred, but it's just for her, where she ignores their defense. So it's not really defense shred, it's just her attack ignores defense. If that, it's just to add on here. So they just talked about Spectral Rover, how they got buffed and what their stuff does, and they also talk about Phoebe and her Spectral Frazzle here. If you don't know about Phoebe, her heavy attack can apply 5 stacks of Spectral Frazzle, and her ultimate can apply 8, which is crazy. And then if multiple resonators apply the Spectral Frazzle effect, the damage is determined by the highest level resonator, but realistically you'd want both of them to be max level so they can be applying the highest level Spectral Frazzle. Going on to the other ones here, Phoebe also has a bonus that increases Spectral Frazzle, obviously, since she works with that. So they talk about the other ones as well. We have Aero, we have Havoc, we have Fusion Burst, Glacio Chafe, and Electro Flare. And these are all currently in the game, if you didn't know that. So I just want to go and demonstrate all of these real quick. We can go over to the monkey. The monkey applies the Aero one onto you. It's also just a dot as well, but with this one says that more stats result in greater damage, which I guess is kind of closer to the Spectro run. It's kind of the same as the Spectro one, but I think maybe it can do like more or something. I don't know. We don't have a character that works with Aero. We just have enemies that do it, so Some of even like the non-boss enemies apply it to you as well, as you can see here. So yeah, you just take damage while you have this. Oh, the difference between the aero and the spectro is that you take damage while the stack is on you, so it lasts longer, while spectro only does damage to you when its duration runs out from a stack, as you can see there. So yeah, when I get hit here and it applies a stack to me, I'm consistently taking damage right now, even though the stacks haven't gone up, as you can see. So if we go here, you know, I'm taking damage, 3 stacks. Let's see how much 3 stacks does. 3 stacks does 1k. So yeah, the aero one can do a lot. Alright, and next let's go to Havoc Bane. So Havoc Bane needs you to have all of its stacks remain active, and when it reaches max stacks, it'll do a big burst of damage to you, and then it also applies the Havoc Bane to nearby characters. Now, if you're not in co-op, I'm assuming the nearby characters will just be other units that are on your team, but we'll go over to Lorelei here to test this out. Alright, so we're at Lorelei here, and Lorelei applies Havoc damage, so I'm pretty sure she applies the Havoc debuff onto you here, if I'm correct about this. She might not apply it to you. Okay, so I was looking around at literally all of the Havoc enemies, and I think only the bird applies the Havoc Bane to you right now. And it doesn't seem that it actually stacks. It just applies one of it to you, and then maybe it's because it doesn't attack fast enough. Oh, okay, it's because it doesn't attack fast enough. Okay, so it doesn't actually need to reach max stacks to do damage, which is what this says. It kind of works like Spectral Frazzle, it seems, where it's just as the duration runs out, it does damage to you. So the stacks do damage to you, but if you reach max stacks, it'll just do all of the stacks that are on you. So yeah, we don't have any enemies that can do this maximum Havoc Bane to you. Crownless doesn't do this because he would be one to do this because he attacks really fast. The bird right now is able to do it. Maybe their fire attack on the ground could stack it fast enough, but from what I've seen so far, yeah, it pretty much works like Spectral Frazzle, but instead of it just stacking and each stack does more damage, this goes, each stack does damage, and if you reach maximum stacks, it'll do one big damage that will apply it to all of your characters. Next, we have Fusion Burst, which is another ignition-based attack. Let's find someone that applies Fusion Burst to you. Alright, so we're at the Inferno Rider. I'm seeing if he applies stacks to you. I think the Nightmare ones can apply stacks to you. Yeah. So the regular versions of the bosses, I don't think apply stacks to you, but the Nightmare versions do. So as you can see, this doesn't actually do any ticks of damage to you, but when it runs out, or when it gets to max stacks, it'll do one big burst of damage to you. So we're at 9 right here. I'm assuming 10 is going to be max stacks. Yeah. So when I got 10 right there, as you see, I took that that hit of damage. So Fusion Burst is only going to work like a nuke, and it won't do any dot damage to you, but once the Fusion Burst hits max, it'll do a big burst of damage. And then lastly, or not lastly, second to last, we have the Glacio Chafe. We've seen this before on the ice boss that's in Jinzo here. We can go show it off real quick, but pretty much, you know, you get frozen. When you get to max free stacks, you get frozen. I said that. I don't know why I said that like that. That was so weird. Anyways, yeah, you get ice stacks on you. Once you get the max ice stacks, you get frozen. And you have to like spam to get out of it. All right, so we're here at the Lampy Lumen. Also, I just realized my game has been really loud. Surely not too loud for the whole video. I only have it at 20. I don't know why it's so loud. It's at 15. But yeah, we're at the Lampy Lumen here. The Lampy Lumen can freeze you, as you can see by the floor right here. And once you have max stacks, you get frozen, as you can see. That special attack is just something it does when you get frozen. But it did half of my Janjin's HP, which is crazy. And then last we have Electro Flare, which puts a stackable attack debuff on you. And the more stacks, the more reducing of your strength you get. Alright, so lastly here, the Nightmare version of the Mephis should apply the lightning debuff onto you. Yep, it does. So my attack is 929 right now. Let's see how low it can go here from getting more stacks of this attack on me. So we have 3 stacks. It seems like it doesn't live apply the attack. Let me see, maybe it's already ran out. It says it should further do it though. So, I mean, let's go back. Now we're at 978. So it seems like it did reduce it, but it's not reducing per stack, which might just be spaghetti code. I have no idea. But yeah, so when I got the stacks, it reduced me to 929, but it doesn't seem like it's going further than that first stack of attack reduction. So when we get a character that does this, they'll probably have it more consistently, but obviously right now we only have Phoebe, who works with spectro frazzle. That is all of the new negative effects in the game. Let me know what you guys think about these. If you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. Just wanted to showcase this to you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something from it. And as usual, make sure to subscribe. More Wuthering Waves content. 2.1's coming soon. I have a lot of stuff on that as well. And I will see you later. Goodbye.